I wanted to show you a little secret to popping popcorn. So my batch is almost done popping and it's getting quiet enough now that I can move you over a little closer and turn this off. Say hi, let me know. Did you see the question I put up there? Let me know your thoughts on liver. Believe it or not, it's going to relate to popcorn. But leave a comment, say hi, let me know you're here. Okay. I made a rather small batch today. I am air popping popcorn often. It's one of my favorite snacks. But if I'm making a larger batch, I have a second bowl on hand. This is just a side tip because I like to layer on my seasoning as I'm popping the air pop popcorn. So once I get my first layer of popcorn, I'll switch this out, let the rest of it collect in the next bowl while I'm layering my seasoning on the first half, and then I'll dump that on top. Really simple little tip, but it makes a big difference. So first of all, popcorn, I use a really great popcorn that is loaded with antioxidants. Look how pretty it is. See all those colors? That shows you the polyphenols and the added antioxidants. I really love that popcorn. I'll share with you how you can even save, buy it in bulk, all that stuff. Everything that we're talking about today, I'll be sending out in an email. I send one out once a week about our lives. We're doing a live once a week about one simple thing. And anything that I mention, any links that are related, any sales or specials, whatever, I will include in that email. And if you're not on my list, please go to soulyrested.com/one, O-N-E, for the one simple thing, and sign up, and I'll make sure you get all that. For this particular video, just comment the word meat, M-E-A-T, and I'll send you the details after the live is over. So we'll get to the liver in a second, I promise. My air pop popcorn, in here I have some avocado oil. After lard, this is my second favorite fat. I use it for a lot of things. I definitely use it for my popcorn. I just sprinkle it on, and then I'm going to show you how I add liver deliciously to my popcorn. I'm going to tell you why. Other toppings that I use as well are some Parmesan cheese that is just for popcorn. This is from Azure Standard. It has zero junk in it. It's really good stuff. Another variety of popcorn I love is ranch with this really great ranch seasoning. Again, zero junk, really good stuff. I always have my popcorn salt from Redmond. So I'm going to sprinkle on some of my pluck. This is not just liver. It's actually 5 different organ meats and some wonderful seasonings with zero junk. By the way, I find I can get it evenly spread out if I tap the bottom with my hand, and this is the case for any seasoning that I'm adding to my popcorn. And then I use some of my popcorn salt. By the way, the only difference with Redmond popcorn salt and their regular salt is the size of the granules. The popcorn salt is the smallest, finest salt that you can buy. And the idea is that it sticks really well to your popcorn. Then you can simply use your hands or toss it in your bowl to mix it up, and you have a really good for you snack, but especially if you're adding liver. I know you guys think I'm crazy. Have you heard of this? If you go to eatpluck.com, by the way, use my code to save, code SOLYRESTED. This stuff is so good. It's made from 5 different organ meat, and the animals are all raised regeneratively on pasture, and it's just really the highest quality organ meat you can add to your diet. Why does it matter? Did you know 92% of Americans are deficient in at least one, usually multiple, vitamins and or minerals? It's really crazy. And did you know that organ meat is extremely high in vitamins and minerals and protein? For me, one thing that's important is that organ meat is really high in iron. And iron is important for your energy. It's important for your immune function. It's important for your hormone synthesis, which is really crazy and out of whack when you're in menopause. And if you have a deficiency in iron, it can really lead to fatigue, which is something else I struggle with in menopause. So Believe it or not, this simple seasoning can help me with menopause symptoms. How cool is that? And it's absolutely delicious. If you like a savory popcorn, you're not going to find one tastier than this. So good and so easy. Tex Wolf says, I love liver, but I'm the only one, so I never cook it. My grandmother made the best liver and onions. Ooh, I have never been convinced to like liver and onions, but I know for some people, it's a very memorable part of their childhood, and some people love it. My parents loved it. I've never been into liver in any way, shape, or form. I did bring out of my freezer the liver that I do have. This is what I do with liver. One of two things that I do. I will freeze it when we process our pigs. I'll keep every bit of the organs, and I will freeze it into chunks that the dogs absolutely love. I give it to them as amazing dog treats. Sometimes I will dehydrate it, but that gets a little time consuming. If I ever have a freeze dryer, I will definitely freeze dry all of our organs and then powder them and turn them into something like the pluck. But I don't know if I'll ever get the seasoning perfect. This is just a great savory flavor. Like if you like Lowry's seasoning, or if you like Old Bay seasoning, you will love pluck. By the way, they use Redmond real salt, my popcorn salt, which is my favorite salt in the world. It has 60 trace minerals in it, and they use zero junk, just all good quality stuff. So I wanted to share with you how simple it is to add organ meat to your family's diet. And like, I already forget your name, Tex Wolf was saying, it is very memorable, yes. This is a way to get some organ meat into your family's diet. They won't even know. In fact, they'll be asking for it. It's that delicious. I use it in so many ways. I put it on my scrambled eggs. I put it on almost all my vegetables. Almost every time I'm cooking meat, I'm adding some pluck to it. I put it in my sloppy joes. I put it on my popcorn. So many ways. I highly recommend. So that's what I wanted to tell you about today. Organ meat. Let me see if anybody else has commented their thoughts on liver. Well, be sure to comment the word meat, M-E-A-T, and I will send you the details on the oil that I use, on the different seasonings, and most importantly, on how to get organ meat into your diet, because it's important, guys. Thanks for joining me.